Hi, my name is Jose Ramirez, and this is my bio tape for Fashion Star. I'm going to do this a little different because I can't just blabber about myself, so I'm going to have my niece help me out and ask me the questions, and I'll go ahead and answer them, and this way we can get through this a little quicker and much better. So, whenever she's ready, I'm ready.
What is your name and how old are you?
My name is Jose Ramirez, and I am 38 years old.
Describe who you are and your backstory.
Who I am of Latino descent. I was actually born in El Salvador. I came to the United States when I was 7 years old as a war refugee. My parents had actually left El Salvador prior to us coming to to the United States, and we came to the United States later on as illegal immigrants. So, if I were to describe myself as a person living in the United States, I would say that I am most probably the typical immigrant American dream type person that you can ever find. I don't know. Other than that, I guess the next question.
What is your occupation and what city do you live in?
I currently work as a fashion designer. I do menswear for a living in New York City. And I've been in the industry for about 14 years. But my passion is actually women's wear, so I actually do women's wear on the side just as a hobby and to help my friends out whenever they need something for a photo shoot or they need to style someone for either a show or if they're going to a red carpet event and whatnot. So basically that's what I do for them. I just do it for fun more so than for a living, because for a living I actually do work as a designer, but not doing women's wear, I do men's wear. My passion is women's wear, and from the work that you will see that I'm going to be submitting to you guys and the work that I actually showed you guys at the New York auditions, it's all women's wear. Women's wear is my passion. Women's wear is where I thrive the most, where I actually shine. I think that's where I do my best work.
And what city do you live in?
I live in New York City.
How did you get into fashion?
I got into fashion completely by chance. I wasn't even going to go into fashion. I actually have a paralegal degree that I graduated with from high school, because I was actually going to go into the law field. I actually was going to go to school, do my liberal arts, and then go to law school to become a lawyer. Because at that time, my parents, because they're of humble beginnings, they didn't really instill education in us. They just wanted us to graduate high school and get a job. So further or higher education was never something that was instilled in us as we were growing up. It was something that came about from each individual to do whatever he or she wanted to do. And it was my intention to leave where I was and make a difference for myself. Not for my community, not for my family, not for anyone else, but just for myself, because I did not want to be the same old as everyone else. And 2 weeks prior to graduating from high school, I made my decision that I was going to go to the State University of Oneonta, and that I was going to take up fashion merchandising, fashion buying and merchandising, which I did. And once I went to Oneonta and I was there for a year, I became very comfortable with the system and designing and what designing entails, that I actually wanted to become a designer then. And I found out that I had the possibilities to do a 3-1 program, 3 years in Oneonta, 1 year in the FIT program, that I would be going overseas and studying abroad. However, I decided to make changes right then and there. I decided to completely go into design. I decided to go to Nottingham Trent University in England and do my design electives there. And when I came back to the United States, I decided not to go back to Oneonta, but instead I would just transfer to FIT. And that's what I did. I transferred to FIT and I majored in fashion design, graduated with an associate's degree in fashion design, design studio, which was, in other words, women's couture. Very, very intense program, loved it very much, and has me doing the women's wear that I love doing the way I do it.
What is your educational training?
Like I said, my educational training is State University of New York at Oneonta, FIT, and before that, in between, is Nottingham Trent University in England.
Describe your vision for your designs or line and what makes you unique.
The vision for my designs is just really, real women have curves. That's where I take it. As you see, my dress forms, I have never used any dress form or any model smaller than the traditional American size 4. Now that means many things. Yes, it still means it's 23 waist, but it doesn't mean a size 0. I just think that a woman has curves and a woman should accentuate her curves and show her curves and be proud of her curves. And my job as a designer is to make her look and feel beautiful just by wearing what she's wearing. She needs to be comfortable wearing it, and she needs to feel beautiful wearing it. My biggest take on my collection and what I do for it is construction. What I do is I construct from the inside out. So everything that I actually construct, every gown that I construct has a base. I do work with a lot of boning, a lot of tailoring, a lot of handwork. So everything is built on top of what the core is, what's holding her in, what's making her feel secure, what's making her feel like she's not going to pop out anywhere any weird way, but she's going to feel confident enough to go out there and be beautiful, whether it's a cocktail event at 6 o'clock, or whether it's a carpet event at 8 o'clock, or whether it's a late night function, just partying out in the city and whatnot. But that's my design aesthetic, that's my design intake about my collection and what I do.
Are your clothes currently for sale? If so, where?
My clothes are not currently for sale. Well, no. They are for sale for whoever wants to buy them. However, they are not out anywhere at the moment. Like I said before, I've done all this for the past 4, 5, 6 years. Just as a hobby, just enjoying what I do. Would I ever want to do it on a big scheme? Absolutely. I think that I have what it takes to actually create a collection and move it from whatever it is at the beginning of the show all the way to the end of the show and actually make it fabulous, beautiful, and make it work.
What does this opportunity mean to you? A platform in front of America and a shot at a possible multi-million-dollar collection buy.
The opportunity is immense. The opportunity is life. I always say that life has to be lived by taking chances. You cannot live life unless you take a chance, and this is taking a chance. I would actually have to make some changes going into this opportunity, which, yes, worry me, because I have to worry about where my money is coming from. I struggle with the notion of not wanting to be a starving artist, and that's why I do have a career as a designer during the day from 9 to 5 doing what I do, because I do want to live life. I do want to travel. I want to have dinner with my friends. I want to go out. I want to enjoy life to the fullest. And right now, having this option will actually make me think about what are the things that I need to, scale back in order to actually make this happen for me. And if it does happen, when it does happen, I will have to make the decisions, go with them, because there is no greater risk in life than no risk at all. Thank you.